Hi everyone, and welcome to the second video of our launch series where we are going to talk about a new feature that we have implemented, which is AI mock interviews. So first of all, let's talk about the mock interviews only. What are mock interviews? Why they are important? So I'll talk about two scenarios. One is when you are preparing for an interview, right? You are preparing that, okay, you will give interviews for many companies after some time, right? And second scenario is you are done with your preparation and you are going for the interview for a particular company, right? So there are two scenarios. So in the first scenario, what happens is when you are preparing, so you keep on preparing and you never assess your situation that, okay, how much I have learned and if whatever I have learned is good enough for the interviews that are coming forward, right? So this is a very big problem. We never focus on the mock interviews. So after some time of your preparation, we should always assess our situation with the help of a mock interview that, okay, a person will come, he will ask you some questions according to your preparation, and then you have to give the answers according to that, and you will know that, okay, where you are lacking and what you have to improve, right? This is very important thing. Second is you are done with your preparation. Now you want to give some mock interviews to access your situation that, okay, this company can ask hard questions, so I should give a mock interview like relatively hard that you have given before, right? And mock interviews should be according to that company or the level of hardness, right? So that way only you will know that, okay, if you are prepared for that company or not, because opportunities do not come very easily. If you fail once, then there is a stay of 6 months mostly in most of the companies wherever you are going to interview, right? So for that, mock interviews are very important. Now, where we face problem. So problem comes when you go for a mock interview. First of all, where you will give the mock interview, right? So you need a person who will take your interview. So like he'll come, he will ask you some questions, and you have to give the answers accordingly, and he will give you the feedback at the end, right? So let's say you find a person, you will give the interview once. Let's say it went bad or good accordingly, and then you will again ask the same person, again ask the same person. He will get frustrated that, okay, I don't want to take like interview for free, right? So then there are packages in the market where you can actually take those packages with some hefty amount, and you will get 10 to 12 mock interviews. Sort of that thing is going on, right? So do you actually have to give that much amount for those mock interviews, and you are not even sure the person who is coming to take the interview is skilled enough, and you cannot customize your interview, right? So there are a lot of things that where there is a gap, and we are filling that gap with the help of AI. And how we are doing it, we will see it today. Okay, so first of all, this feature is AI mock interviews. AI will take your interview with the help of a chat. He will keep asking you in the chat what approach you are taking, how you are doing the question, all these things. Okay, it's just like a real interview. And you have to solve the question, and also you have to give answers to the AI that, okay, this is what I am doing, this is what I am doing. And at the end, you will get the instant feedback that, okay, how good you did and how like everything works, like how well your interview went, how was your performance, if you are a strong hire or a fail, everything will be there. Okay, so this feature we have implemented, and you can take as many mock interviews as you want. It is free for now, but as we go forward, it will be a minimal fee, very minimal fee, don't worry about it. So that is a different situation, but for now it is very free. You can come and check it out and give as many mock interviews you want. Okay, so let's see how we can give a mock interview on our site. So first of all, like you have to go on the website www.ycodeverse.com. Then you have to go to AI interviews. Okay, now you can see right now we have only implemented for DSA. You can see there are 4 levels: easy, medium, hard, expert. Okay, so you can actually segregate it in the form of the companies as well. So very good companies who take hard DSA rounds, so you can actually go for these. Companies who take medium level or easy level DSA rounds, so you can go for these. And while preparing as well, you can start with easy, then you can give medium, then hard, then expert. You will know at which level you are. The problems that we discussed before, this will cover everything. Okay, so let's take one of the mock interviews and we will understand how it works. So let's start with easy one, right? And I'll select the language, Java, and let's start the mock interview. So login is required. So let me log in first. So login will be required. So you guys have to do that as well. Okay, now I can start the mock interview. Sure. So this is our question. This is our interview chat. He will keep asking you question. Okay. So in a given array of integers, find the first non-repeating integer. If such an integer does not exist, we have to return -1. So the first non-repeating integer. So let's take an example. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 6, 7, 6. So first non-repeating integer is, so 2, 3, 4, 2 got repeated, 3 got repeated, then 4, 5, 4 got repeated, 6, 7, 6 got repeated. So first non-repeated. That means 5. 5 and 7 are non-repeated. So the first one was 5. Okay, so this is what you have to do. So this is an easy question, right? What you have to do is, let's see what AI interviewer is saying. So take a moment to read through the problem on the left. Once you have chance to review it, walk me through the initial thoughts, and what approach are you considering, and are there any clarification? So always take the clarification if there is any. So it is giving us hint as well. We have to do it in big of n time complexity. Okay, so are there any questions? No, I don't think so. So what is the first approach that is coming into my mind? So what I will do is I will start traveling like the array, and I can use basically an hash map for it, right? Or a hash set. That is the first thought. So let's write it. So my first thought is, sorry, is I will travel through the array and will keep on storing the elements in hash set, right? And or maybe hash map will be better, right? We'll keep on storing in a hash map, and at the end we will travel the array again, and we will see in the hash map if that element is one time, has come only one time, or it is twice. So the first element that I will find which is has come for the one time only, so that will be my answer. So I'll use a hash map there, right? Storing the elements in a hash map, and let's give it first. Let's see. That's a great start, using a hash map track of the frequency. It's a, could you elaborate a bit? Yes, I'll elaborate. So I will, after storing the elements in a hash map, after storing the elements in a hash map, I will travel my array again and will keep on checking the frequency of elements, and I'll keep on checking the frequency of element, and the first element whose frequency is 1, that will be my answer. That will be my answer, right? This is my approach. Run by scanning the array twice, first building a hash map. Just to verify, the approach should work in big O of n time, correct? This is because you are scanning the arrays twice, so it is real, yes. So also think of an edge case that you might need to handle in your solution. What can be the edge case? So I think an empty array, right? So in an empty array, will there be any problem? No problem. There will not be any elements in the hash map that we will put, and we don't have to find any element. So if an array is empty, we will simply return -1, right? That means it is not there. Element is not there, right? So edge case is if array is empty, let's say, then we will simply return -1. That's correct. -1. Your approach will run big on time. Nice job. Let's also think about the space complexity. How much extra space? Once you thought about it, we can start coding your solution. Remember, to explain your thought process while writing the code, just like in an real interview. I'm here if you have any questions. Space complexity will be big of n only, as hash maps maximum size can be length of RR. Why I'm saying this? Because obviously, like if all the elements are only ones, so that is the maximum element that we can put that in the hash map, and that will be the size of the hash map as well, right? So that much space we have to take. Yes, if you have any questions, now you are ready to start coding. Okay, I can write. So I have to take this method. So let's say I'm taking this method and I'm going to put it here, and I have to complete this one. Okay, so we cannot run it here. Sometimes, if you know, right, in real interviews as well, you are given with the Google sheet only, Google Doc only, where you have to actually write everything, right? Your solution. There is nothing to run. The interviewer checks everything. Okay, so this is like that. So first non-repeating element. So I'm going to take a hash map. Sorry, of integer and integer. Sorry. Okay, and let's name it hm is equal to new hash map, right? Now what I have to do, I have to travel through my array int I equal to 0, I less than ar dot length I plus plus, and I have to keep putting the elements in a hash map, right? If it is already there, I'll just increase the frequency, otherwise I'll put it there, right? So I have to check if hm dot contains key it will keep on asking you as well, like what is your progress and all these things. So arr of I, if it already contains it, so we have to hm dot put hm arr of I hm dot get arr of I. We have to get whatever the frequency already is there, and then you have to do +1, right? This is one thing. Else what I can do, I will just, if element is not there, so I will directly put arr of I and 1. Okay, if it is already there, I'll add it, not arr of 0, it will be arr of I, right? Whatever the element we are talking about. So this is how it is going to work. Now we have put the elements in the hash map. Now for int I equal to 0, I less than arr dot length I plus plus. Now what we are going to do, we have to travel again and check which element frequency is 1. If arr of I, sorry, hm dot get arr of I is equal to 1, right? Whose frequency is 1. At that time only we are going to return directly that hm dot get arr of I. Okay, so this is how we are going to do. Else, if we don't find anything, we will simply return -1. If array size is not there, let's say if it is empty, then this loop will not run, this loop will not run, directly we will return -1. Okay, so let's discuss the current problem. Can you explain the steps you have taken? So I have written the whole code that I explained. That's great. Now let's take time to code for potential errors. Have you considered some program would handle all possible edge cases? For example, if all the numbers in the array are same, or if the array contains negative numbers, it's important. The negative numbers, I think it will work fine, right? Because it doesn't matter. We have to just see if the numbers are repeated or not, right? It's important to test functionalities, inputs, fails as expected. Can you share your plan for testing? Remember, you want to make sure your solution is robust, and I have checked for negative numbers, positive numbers, and I think it will work for if all the elements are same, right? That means answer will be -1. It will put it in the hash map, and when we will check if there will be no element with frequency 1, so there will not be, so all elements same and also empty. Okay. Go to test your test cases. So he wants to run our code, but there is no functionality, so that is okay. So now what we can simply do is we can submit and get feedback. Okay, so let's see, it will evaluate for a minute max, I think 15 to 30 seconds. So let's see what we will get. See, interview complete, solution correctness pass. The solution solves the problem, everything it will tell you. The code is well organized, so minor mistake in the return statement. Instead of returning the count or the hash map, the code should return the integer from the array. Okay, something, I think I made a mistake there. So algorithm 9, communication 7. So I have to improve the communication, right? So problem solving approach 10. So overall, I will get higher, and feedback whatever you want to see. So these all things are going to be there. Okay, so you can just come and like experience yourself this AI interviews. They are free for now. Just come and give as many as you want, right? And if you like it, just give us feedback as well. Also like and subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, we are everywhere. Okay, and my name is Rahul. I'm the founder of YCodeVerse. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.